Welcome. Many thanks indeed for calling through and tuning in. This is Peter with you on the Peter's Racing Tips free-to-air YouTube channel on a Sunday evening. It's a great pleasure to be with you on the 23rd of January, looking ahead to racing on the 24th of January, which is Monday. I've got two bets for you, one at Kempton and one at Southwell, both around 5 or 6 to 1 to your money, paying around about 33 to 40 to 1 the double. And I'll give you those two bets in just one moment if you've got your pens and papers ready. And I'll tell you about a couple of other things that you need to be aware of. Big win today with Triple Trade. Hope you back that one. 7 to 2, ridden by a good friend of mine's son, Brendan Powell. And that was very nice. Absolutely bolted in by 2 lengths there, no problems at all. And I knew the step up in trip was what it needed, and duly obliged, beating the favourite Shearer into the bargain. Triple Trade then, winning the 408 at Lingfield this afternoon to get us a nice 7 to 2 winner as we move in to the final week of this month of course, January. Right, as we move into that week, let me tell you, I've got two bets, one at Kempton and one at Southwell, to pass on to you today. Both very fancied, 5 or 6 to 1 to your money, so if either one wins, you'll show a profit. I can tell you I'm going to extend the deadline on my special VIP extra bet. If anyone been with me for any time at all, you'll know how strong my extra bets are, and you'll also know that on Friday I gave one extra bet and it came second each way at 20 to 1. Now I advertised this morning, I marketed it and promoted it on here this morning, and also emailed out all the clients that got on board last time and registered for that 20 to 1 winner. And I can tell you it's been absolutely bonkers berserk, to say the least. So to get everyone on, I'm going to extend it till midnight tonight, so you still will be able to get on these two extra bets, which run tomorrow. I've got them in front of me. In my hand, I have this paper, as he said all those years ago. In this hand, I have this paper. Well, we won't go into that. But what I do have in my hand is 2 horses which are extremely strongly fancied to do the business, and they are both VIP extra sledgehammers, extra crossbows, extra whatever you want to say they are. I can tell you they're my strongest possible bets, and I can tell you that without hand on heart, I think they've both got an amazing chance. And when I say that, generally they come up trumps and do the business. Very rare I say I'm going to do the business and don't. Very rare. In the last 20 years, 25 years of tipping, when I say I'm going to do the business, I know the timing's right, I know the planets are right, I know everything in its order. And when it all happens like that, you know you're going to strike. And I believe these 2 horses, which are on the extra bets line, which is the PayPal extra bets between you and me, no third parties involved, me and you, it's Peter versus you, Peter with you. If you don't win, I'll be absolutely gutted, to say the least. There are 2 bets tomorrow, and they're both VIP, extra strong extra strong bets. Listen, seriously, they are powerhouse bets. And if you want to get on board, the last one, I only gave you one previously, which was last Friday. It had a record amount of people who took advantage of it, and it came second each way at 20 to 1 at Dundalk. And I can tell you with that in mind as well, like I told you this morning, the next one after these, which is paying out around about 33 to 1 the double tomorrow, these extra bets. I've also got 2 freebies I'm going to give you in a minute, and once again today, Triple Trade gave you a free bet winner, 7 to 2. What I can tell you, this coming Friday, which is the 28th of January, I am having an absolutely super duper VIP bet. I'm probably going to price it up at £25. It could be 50, but it will be £25. So that's how strong it is, and I know how many people are getting on these bets. So if you're taking your betting seriously and you want to win a big money at big prices, 16 to 1, 20 to 1, 25 to 1, it will be £25, and that will be on Friday. But more news about that as we go through the week ahead. In the meantime, I'm freezing the price at a £5 for 2 extra strong bets. Get on them, as they say. The last one will say 20 to 1 each way, obliged, and netted a big winning each way bet, paying out 4 or 5 to 1 to your money. And these two, themselves, add up to around 33 to 1 or 40 to 1 the double. They are both VIP bets, 2 for 1. If you want them, click the link below. Till midnight tonight, then it's the board is etch a sketch clear. It's like that. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off, whichever you want to do. Wax on, wax off. That's it. Wax on, wax off. In other words, blanked. There it goes, the whitewashed. 12 midnight tonight. I'm going to stay up late tonight. I am. I don't normally start up late. I usually go to bed about 9 o'clock to be honest, so I could have to get up early, sort of 6 o'clock in the morning, to get myself sorted. Lots of work to do in the mornings with studying and talking to people. So I'm going to stay up tonight, and I'm going to personally sketch it off. So you've got till midnight tonight, all right? Don't say I didn't warn you. It's the way it is. 2 for a fiver. Get yourselves on board. It has already, as they say, already been absolutely bonkers busy today. And as I say, I have to deal with this manually myself. There's no third parties dealing with it. It's me sending it to you, you to me to you. Chuckle Brothers job. So if you want to get on board, you're dealing with me personally. 2 for a blue and PayPal below. Okay, we know where we stand now. And where we stand now, or where we sit now, is that I'm going to give you 2 bets running on Monday, free of charge. And I'm all over them both like a rash. I will be bitterly disappointed if you don't collect big time. And of course, if you have these 2 and then purchase those other two, which are the VIP bets, you can have a Yankee or a Lucky 15 as well. And they're all about 5 or 6 to 1 to your money. So big chances, massive chances of putting the 2x2 in. And I tell you what, could be Jackpot Charlie on a Monday, a quiet Monday, no way. Right, 115 at Kempton. Remember, these are bets for Monday, the 24th of January. And they are all ready to rock and roll you to the payout counter. Right, I'm going to start at Kempton Park in it's the 115 there, the opener. There's a horse here called Thomas Aquinas, trained by Dean Ivory, ridden by the man of the moment, David Probert. Going to be well suited by the dropping chip to 7 furlongs to 6 furlongs. And I think this one can pop up, I really do. And it's a decent price as well. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have a quick check. We're online right now. So I'm going to go to the 115 at Kempton. I just want to double check what price this one is, because I think it's on a bit of a drift at the moment, the old drifters. I think it's drifting a bit. But I think 11 to 1. Yes, we'll say it's 11 to 1. Now, when early on when I checked the prices, it was 6 to 1, 5, 6 to 1. So, since I've been getting the message ready and everything, this horse has slid out to 11 to 1. But it ran in December. It's fit to red. It's ready. No problem about that. It's fit and ready. And I'm on it each way. Number 1, Thomas Aquinas, dropping back from 7 furlongs after 3 runs to 6 furlongs. And I think it's got an amazing chance. And the price doesn't put me off. It actually makes me have more on it, to be honest with you. 11 to 1 to your money, that is phenomenal price. It really is. And I'll be disappointed if the horse doesn't go extremely close. In fact, if it doesn't win. So number 1, Thomas Aquinas. And that goes in the 115 at Kempton Park, ridden by David Probert, who's having a brilliant season once again. And ridden by him for Dean Ivory it is. Ran really well at Chelmsford, 8 to 14 last time up. Went off at a big price, 12 to 1. The previous time it was 10s. Previous to that it was 22s. So it's always gone off at a big price, but it is in a handicap for the first time and running off a mark of 67. And in a 0 to 65, it gets banging on number 1, top weight. Masterful bit of training this, I think, by Dean Ivory. David Probert is the man to steer this one home, and I'll be very disappointed and somewhat surprised if it doesn't go extremely close, that's for sure. Ivory's not had a winner this year, but he's only had 9 runners. I think this can be his first winner from 10. Number 1, Thomas Aquinas, real big price, stepping back in trip, handicap for the first time, well bred gelding. I think it's got to go close. It's number 1, Thomas Aquinas, each way. Big price, 11 to 1. That'll do me, and that will do you. Now, the other horse runs at Southwell, or Southwell, whichever you want to call it. I call it Southwell, and I like it very much down there in Newark. Very, very nice place indeed. And I can tell you that this horse I've got for you now is one I've had come from someone who's extraordinary producer of all-weather winners. Truly, over the last 25 years at the top of the tipping tree, I've had a stack of winners from this guy, and he's very, very rarely wrong. Very rarely wrong. I'll tell you more about it should this horse do what so many of the other horses have done. I will then introduce you to this man who is a mystery man, to say the least, how he produces some of these big price winners on the all-weather. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Tell you about that tomorrow, should this horse oblige. As expected, it probably will. So many others have. But don't forget, I am back tomorrow at 6 o'clock on Monday. That'll be for Tuesday's action. And don't forget, midnight tonight. It's the midnight train to Georgia, the midnight maximum, the midnight express. It all ends tonight at midnight, so you need to click on the link below and get those 2 Powerhouse VIP super bets. They are super bets. And the last one I gave you was the only one I gave you, and I gave it you free of charge on Friday, and it was 20 to 1 second each way. And there were a lot of people, and I mean a lot. I've dealt with many, many thousands of people in the past, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of people who left their details to get that email on Thursday night, 24 hours ahead of racing, got themselves a big 20 to 1 each way payday. This one's even bigger. You're getting 2 for a £5, and it pays 33 to 1 to 40 to 1 to your money. This also I'm giving you now from this very, very warm all-weather producer of bets, winner of producer of bet, number 6. It's called Jewel Maker in the 3 o'clock at Southwell. Number 6, Jewel Maker, trained by Tim Easterby and ridden by Duran Fentimum. The message I've got is very much fancied to win, and will be suited by the trip, and will be suited by the track, and will be suited by everything. It's got all the ticks and it's ready to go. Last run ran just before Christmas when last of 4. Don't worry too much about that. The horse was running away. There was no handbrake on it, and Duran Fentimum just eased off the gas and never moved a muscle. Number 6, Jewel Maker, 3 o'clock at Southwell each way, is the second and final free bet of the day. Besides that other one, Thomas Equines in the 115 at Kempton. 2 more big prices here for you. Big prices. That's the way we want it. Big prices. Big winners. 7 to 2 winners today. Wasn't that big. Wasn't that small. It was all right. Listen, thumbs up. Don't forget, 2 for a £5. And I'll tell you what, you know the adage words, what's going to happen if you don't get them. You'll be sorry. See you soon. See you at 6 tomorrow.